So, you want to become a Pathfinder. Okay, hold on. Today we are playing a Pathfinder. I'm gonna do a skill review, and it's one of my best, you can say, I love playing this character. Let's further ado. We'll start with the beginner skill. It's normal because it's a what do you call it? The Maple class, right? Uh, the link skill will be will be an adventurous curiosity. It gives 35% monster collection and 10% crit rate. Uh, Return to Parthium, uh, and I don't know why this is. Uh, that's a that's a skill for the boss, so don't worry about it. Right. Uh, First job skill, you get a curse. So each job after fourth, so one, two, and three, you're gonna have a curse damper. So that means your skill will do like it won't do as much, right? But as soon as you hit fourth, you're gonna get all the like it's gonna remove all the dampers from your skill one, two, three. So you're gonna do a lot of crazy damage. Um, each one will decrease something like um, so it will reduce your crit rate for this one. Um, your main one of your main skill in the first job is Cardinal Deluge. It fires. Okay, let me fix the transparency so you guys can see. Um, it fires an arrow and it goes around. It doesn't just stay like it flies out, right? It doesn't go in a straight line like other jobs one. It just flies out, right? Next up is double jump. Uh, always. Um, you see this little toggle? If you remove it, you can't up jump. I'm pressing up and jump. It's not gonna work, but you have to. If you want to up jump, you have to double click, double up, right? But if you press a right click and if you see that C mark, that means I can easily jump. It's much easier to maneuver than like pressing like double up. It was a struggle, but now it's not. Mastery, you get attack speed 1, movement speed, uh, and like the range for your attack, right? Second job, and you get a 40% crit rate. So you are gonna get decreased crit rate because of curse dampener right now. Uh, Second job, you're gonna get curse dampener 2. So the curse will reduce your defense. So you're gonna you like you won't have like a proper defense until like fourth job, right? Relic charge, so it's your little bar here that will you can use. So there's two different ones. There's the ancient force, and then there is the cardinal force. Sorry, that's a cardinal force. Ancient, where is it? Ancient force and enchant force. So the one in the middle, the symbol right there, that's your enchant mode, and the one outside is your ancient force, right? Uh, to activate your ancient force, you have to have this filled up to the max. Right now it's a 0. Well, I'm just gonna activate that so I get a full bar, right? So I can show you skills. Um, your Cardinal Deluge, right? Um, it's your first job, but upgraded. It deals 5 enemies and 4 times more, right? Yeah. And your second cardinal burst is gonna be there. So whenever, as soon as you get both first and second job, you put it on your hotbar and you equip it. Because what happens is they both are like a combo. Let me just show you what I mean by that. You see that flat? Like, see? Like both of them are going off. I don't even have to do anything, right? So you just hold it and it fires arrow. Uh, both of these. It used to be clunky, but not anymore, right? Next up, your ancient shot. So it fires a little arrow, uh, and it goes in a straight line, just like your cardinal burst. But it it deals damage when it's like, you know, it pierces and then it deals damage. You don't use this one ancient shot, swarm shot, as much as your fourth job ones and this cardinal turned. That's all you gotta. So you don't use a swarm shot because you got the assault shot, combo assault right here. It does more damage and stuff like that. So they're passive now. It's um, attack speed boost and the dex. You got bountiful deluge. So your so as you fill this up, it's gonna fire like 3 more magic arrows, right? And like, you know how we saw this one and it was just like poof poof poof, it was going around the map like the arrows. This one will increase the arrow size, so instead of like 4 times, right, it will give you more, right? So it keeps like it keeps going. Your arrows, as long as you attack, your arrows will pop out for sure, right? Next up, your physical training. Your strength and dex is increased by 30. And now for the third job, you got uh, another curse dampening. Um, this one is your status resistance, right? So you will get status pretty fast. Uh, Cardinal burst, that's your passive again. So now it does more damage. Your this first one was cardinal deluge. For the third one, it's the burst. So it's this one. So just boost up that damage by so this one does 200 damage. Now it will do 420% damage. Your cardinal torrent, if you use it just like that, it's just gonna slice on the spot. But if you're near an enemy, right, and if you press the arrow, it will dash forward and deal damage, like that one, right? You can hold up to 5 stacks of this, and I haven't put it, but yeah, you can hold up to 5 stacks, and they're charged pretty quickly. So it helps out with a bossing a lot, right? I love bossing with this one because of that reason. So if boss is trying to attack you, you can just dodge it using the cardinal torrent, and it's a fast thing. You know, it recharges fast. Next up, you triple impact. You just jump up and deal damage. You know, so your triple impact will increase this guy's damage, right, by 120%. I do not want it to use the skill. It just up and deals damage and it explodes like 5 times 4 enemies. By the time you activate this skill, your cardinal burst and cardinal use does more damage because that's your main skill, right? But it does use your emblem right there. Look, you see the little orange bar right at the top at your emblem, right? Like if you look at the bottom right here, at the bottom right, bottom where my arrow is, you're gonna see it, right? Next up, your shadow raven. There's a raven that like follows you, the dark little one. Um, all the archer class has it except for the newer ones. Excuse me. It deals 4 damage, 390%. It's pretty good, you know. And then you got your first buff, so that will so you can combine both of them to buff, and then buff yourself. So you increase the status by 30 for 300 seconds action, and it's affected by abnormal status, and status resistance will increase by 20, right? And passive skill is you're automatically um, status resistance is high and the element resistance is high, right? That's your active skill. Now for the passive, so each time this will um, so it's 1,000 now, so each time it goes up to 500. So you use your ancient force and enchant force, and you use your emblem's power. If you fill up to 500, your final damage will increase by 8% for 40 seconds. And then your HP is automatically increased by 50% and final damage by 20%. Let me just show you my final damage right here is 32, but after I fill this up for 500 points, it will let me just use all of it and then show you. Oh, and by the way, oh, okay, I'll get back to you when I hit for jump, right? I'll show you once I use all of these. Next up, bountiful burst. So it will increase your deluge's arrows more. So there is going to be more arrows coming out of you uh, with with this skills effect. Um, Knockback resistance, you don't get knockback. You only get like 40% knockback now, like 40% chance of getting knockback, right? And then so if you do like if you dodge an attack, so it's a 30% chance on dodge, but all attack following a successful dodge will critical hit. Well, technically we are gonna have 100% critical here. um Let me just move this. Right. Okay, whatever. I'll fix that one afterwards. But yeah, we are gonna have 100% critical rate, right? And then 10%, and then you got archers. It's your increase damage percentage and ignore defense. Next up is the fourth job. Now your curse favor will remove every single thing. Um, all these curses right here is removed, and now you get your ancient curse will last, can be stack up to 5, and then your critical damage, you will do critical damage for sure, right? Your relic charge, it will charge up faster. um, your curse enchant force is when you activate it, it's a toggle. You get a little arrows depending on which skill you want. You can you can power it up. So it says like the power of the certain curse can be inscribed on enchant force will be completed power of a relic. Uh, your advanced cardinal first, so your cardinal deluge, your cardinal burst, and your cardinal torrent will do much more damage now, right? The deluge is 300% more. Cardinal burst is at 600 now, with 5 times, and then torrent is that too, right? You get a new ancient skill. It does that. It hits 8 enemies and increases your final damage um, per stack of ancient curse debuff. So every time you do that, it's gonna debuff. Next up is combo assault. Um, your you use this skill, and your deluge burst and torrent, both all 3 of these skills um, gets an increased damage, right, for 20 seconds. So it's like a buff that you can have. Sharp eyes, that's your buff again. Another buff like these two, curse and door, um, gives out critical rate and critical damage. That one has all, sorry, all the bow or arrow class gets this. Oh wow, okay, somebody unlocked the Genesis weapon. Okay. Maple Warrior. It used to be an active skill, now it's a passive skill. But when you activate it, you just get a goddess on top of you, like that. Right, kind of cool. Hero will, it will remove everything. Bountiful Torrent. Um, um, so whenever you do your cardinals skills, they they switch between the like they switch between 2 different skills, right? So like you see this right here, assault B, assault D, right? It switch, and both of them, and then B, right? B, D, and then switch between these 2, right? So it switches between your skill according to your cardinal deluge and cardinal burst. So it looks like that for but if you do B, I'm just gonna wait for the cooldown to happen, about 20 seconds. Yeah. Oh, and these 2 guys, your skill will get a cooldown when you do burst, right? So make sure you always have that, right? That's your B, and that's gonna be the D that I'm gonna show you, but it will switch back to B, right? So let me see, and then that's your, did I just do the same thing again? Okay, whatever. But yeah, it switches between B and D, and it switches the weapon. So which one you want, it depends on that. It's the same thing with the hyper skill and the 5th job skill one. Anyway, your ancient archery, everything is increased again. You know, your bow expertise, final damage, attack power, illusion step. They will give you 30% more, so you now do 60. You take, so it was 30% here, and then 30% here, so that's a 60% chance to thing it. And then you take 20% less damage. Over here is uh, well, yeah, so you're just taking 20% less damage, and then your knockback resistance is at 60, so now it's at 100% because you get 40% here and then 160 here. So yeah, now for the hyper skill, you got the astral um, caster. So it switches between B and D. Both weapons are different, right? Sorry. So D is that. Sorry, that's a B, right? And then D is it keeps firing arrows, right? D is you have to hold it. I mean, both of them you have to hold it, and it will fire arrows accordingly, right? Uh, the B will explode, and it deals more damage. Then D. D will do. Come on, give me that. Yeah. So when you hold it, it can continuously attack for B, for D, right? You got your passive skill, Epic Adventure again. So you buff again, and then we used this in the beginning of Awakened Relic, so automatically it will increase your emblem to max, and it has a 120% cooldown. For passive, we got Cardinal Reinforcement, so all your Cardinal skill damage will increase by 20%, and then you got your debuff chance increases now, right? And the number of attack will go up by 1. Ancient Force, right here, boss damage increase, so and ignore defense, so you debuff on top of you ignore the defense and boss damage, right? You don't need to increase the damage because your main skills are these two right here. Now for the 5th job, you'll see a lot of other skills here, but mostly when you job advance, you get 4 skills. One is Noah Blast, Raven Tempest, Obsidian Barrier, and Relic Unbound. Each skill is different from the other. So for the Nova Blast, I have it right here. So let me just show you how cool is the Nova Blast. Right. Let me increase the. Let me get my relic right here. I need to have certain amount of relic to use it. You see how much fast I move around and stuff like that now. Like you can just spot. You don't even have to move. Like let's see, I'm just gonna stand on one right here, and like arrows will fly out. Right? For Pathfinder, this is the easiest you can do. Now I think we do have enough, so let me just show you. That's your Nova Burst, 120-second cooldown on it, and it will give you final damage according to how many emblem, the relic you use, right? Let's build up again, and this time I'm gonna show you Raven Tempest. For that one, you have to have the Raven on, and then let me just see, and then there you go. So now a Raven for 30 seconds, it will get upgraded, and you can move around. You can just use its skill to move around, right? and it will change direction accordingly which way you want. So let's say I'm training on this side. I want my Raven to be on that side. You can just press the skill button and it will move the direction. And if it hits the end of the map, it will come back to you. Next up is the Obsidian Barrier. Obsidian Barrier is kind of damage negation. So basically, for 8 seconds, whoever is in that circle, they will take less damage, right? And if the party member is in that, they will gain a critical damage, um, according to the debuffs you did. Yeah, right. Like you you can activate your curse, and then you can do that. Same as now for the so let me just show you how it looks like, right? So that's how the looks like, and it does damage, right? Um, it does crazy amount of damage. See, my damage is increased to 107%. I mean, sorry. It uses our damage to increase your parties, right? Next up is your relic unbound. Right, this skill is crazy, right? Um, let me just build up our gauge again. I have to do this. How much is that? Okay, 930. Okay, so oh, by the way, if you use your Raven Tempest and if it keeps attacking mobs, you are gonna get your emblem to you're gonna get some percentage of the emblem, right? Next up is your relic unbound. Um, right now it's at D. It changes to B, and then it like it's just like this ancient force. Okay, let me lower it. See, all your ancient enchant force skills. Every time you activate. Oh, I forgot to show you this. Look at this. Down jump too. You get a quick down jump on this one. So now it's an active, right? So it switches back quickly. So you just have to quickly press it. But let me just show you what it looks like right now. So that's your B. So it will do like it will stay in one spot, and then whenever you attack it, it attacks your enemy accordingly, right? Um, the D has a different effect. I'm not, I don't know how is it, but it just keeps changing it to B and D. Right now I can't use it for 120 seconds, but yeah. Rest up. When you get your note stones, you gotta have the Cardinal Deluge and Cardinal Burst for sure. You're gonna have to have Shadow Raven. You're gonna have Glimpse, Ancient Astra, Combo Assault. Um, you need these kind of these note stones because you're using them, so you want to do more damage, right? Next up for the passive, you gotta have the decent speed and fuse for sure because it increases your attack speed one more. Um, Next up is I want to talk about this Fury of Wild. All the Bowmaster, Marksman, and Pathfinder, these are the only one that can use this, is because they have a Raven on their self. So when you summon the Raven, let me just show you how it looks like. You get an upgraded Raven, right? Upgraded Raven will do crazy damage, right? It it hits 10 enemies and 7 times. So if you're with the bossing and you activate that, it will continuously to do it. Next up, your holy symbol. You gotta have holy symbol for farming. Um, Once you don't want to farm, you can always remove it and you can get something else on top of it. You got another passive skill, so you got a guided arrow. Um, you see that little arrow? When you attack, that arrow will move around and attack enemies. Look at that. It keeps attacking. I don't even have to do anything. Right. Um, and I'm just putting hyper body on one of them just so you know I can. Uh, yeah. That's it for Pathfinder. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me just see if I can activate the. There we go. That's your another skill, right? It keeps firing arrows, right? But it will do less damage than the one you have. You see, like it will continue doing it, and that's your another skill. So you just hold it and you do ancient Astra just like that, and you hold it. You don't even have to do anything, right? As soon as you let it go, it will remove it, and it does use your emblem, right? Anyway, that's it for the Pathfinder. I would love to get it to 260 and unlock the sixth job, uh, because all the jobs at sixth job gets iframe. On top of it is you get a burst, you get an iframe, and you get like what do you call it? The stun. 100% stun. I don't think nothing in our kit actually stuns anymore. So we have to use when you're on a boss, we have to use the Erda Nova, so you can stun your boss, right? If you're parting with something else, you know, someone else has it, you switch, you get, I think there is like 100% cooldown right underneath the boss. Once boss loses that, we can switch between the thing and then, you know, burst accordingly. Um, that's it for Pathfinder. Um, I want to main my Pathfinder and I want to get it to 260 without without using what do you call it, the hyper burning. In hyper burning you're gonna get a lot of you get a lot of level. Like I have two of them. Let me just show you. I have two of the characters. I can just show you right here. So I got Aran, that's a 260, and I got a hero for 260, right? I got Hayato to 250, but you know, that's I did it legitly. I didn't use anything. And Hayato was one of the best characters I have played. Um according, like, it was like a proper like, sorry, excuse me. Right? And my not walkers next. So I got all these characters are just sitting there to level up, but my main characters right now is I want to main my Pathfinder because he's the best at farming and bossing too. One of the best, sorry. Um, and oh, and there is one more thing. You do sometimes get um, heal in this one, so you will never lose your HP and MP. So I don't know how it works, but thanks to your relic burst emblem, you do get HP and MP back. Okay. Anyway, I'm done with the thing profile. I might just do like a a little bit of video on farming and stuff like that, where you can farm. um, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll talk later. Bye.